everybody, how's it going? Stabman coming back at you today, and today we're going to talk about some cheap Blu-rays that I picked up from Amazon that were on sale for a pretty good price over the past few weeks, and I was tempted, and unfortunately, as tends to be the case with Blu-rays for a really low price on Amazon as of late, like in the past few months or so, they pretty much, like, within hours of going on sale, were just out of stock. You know, they had to go and get more stock, which meant, of course, that it was going to take them like 1 to 2 weeks before I could even get my order fulfilled. So, yeah, these are deals that probably no longer exist because I got them like a month ago and they only just now arrived. So yeah. Now I have Amazon Prime free shipping. So you're thinking, if a guy has Amazon Prime free shipping, he probably shouldn't have to deal with waiting for a month to get his Blu-ray. But the problem, of course, being that if it's out of stock, you just have to wait until they get it in stock. And then when they do get it in stock, you'll receive it in 2 days from when they got it in stock. So typically it doesn't actually take a month. It takes like, a week or two. But the problem with that being that I then have to do a video about it. And by the time you see the video, it's been like 3 weeks. So by that time, usually the sale that I got is no longer on. So I'm talking about this sale to you that you probably can't take advantage of now. And I'm sorry about that. That really sucks, but it's just, what are you going to do? I mean, it's the way it is. People go on Amazon to get their Blu-ray fix for their cheap Blu-rays all the freaking time now. It's like, if there was ever a secret, the secret is out. Everyone is going to Amazon now. Everyone is getting these cheap Blu-rays. All of them. To the point where the second it goes on sale, you better start putting your order in right freaking now, or chances are you're going to have to wait for weeks on end just to get your freaking order. Because there's such a high demand for it now. Like, the demand has risen, has skyrocketed beyond my wildest dreams, beyond my wildest beliefs. Like, people say nobody wants Blu-ray, nobody cares about Blu-ray, physical formats are dying, and I'm just like, really? As somebody who collects Blu-rays and sees every time one of these sales goes on that it almost immediately goes out of stock, and then you have to wait for a while for it to come back into stock, and it's just like, I never used to see that before. This is the first time in the existence of the format, of the media format, that I have seen that much demand for Blu-ray. And I have a feeling that that's not really something news to Amazon. I think that Amazon is starting to see that themselves, and they're saying, wow, we did not expect this much demand for this. And that's probably why they don't have a whole lot of these in stock to start with, even when they put these sales on. So, yeah, they weren't expecting the demand, and then, of course, they have to wait for it to come in, and, yeah, just like we do. So, yeah, it's interesting to me because I see things like that, and I immediately think, well, isn't this supposed to be a dying format? But it couldn't possibly be a dying format if there's that much demand for it, The word is out, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever is going on, whatever the word is, it's out. It's out there. People know about it, and people are buying these Blu-rays in droves. So yeah, anyways, let's start off with the one that actually cost me the most. Only God Forgives. Ryan Gosling in a Nicholas Winding, I don't know how to say his name, but he's an amazing filmmaker. Oh my God. Was introduced to Bronson last year, I believe, and oh my God, that movie's amazing. And of course, I saw Drive a few years ago, and that movie's amazing. And I saw this, I believe, last year as well. Amazing. Just, this man, can he do any wrong? I do not believe that he can actually do wrong, because I have yet to see any movie or any work that he has done that has sucked. That being said, there is that one Nicolas Cage movie that was written off entirely because of how the studios handled it and all that. Because they were disrespecting a great man, an auteur. But anyways, I digress. Only God Forgives, just an amazingly beautifully shot film. Obviously, we've got all the neon going on there, and it really feels like a foreign film without actually being necessarily a foreign film. So, yeah, I really like it. I love the way it was shot. It just, if you're really into like cinematography and stuff like that, and framing, I say that a lot. Yeah, I mean, if you're really into stuff like that, Only God Forgives is eye candy for you. It is fucking gorgeous, and you need to see it. You need to own it. Gotta love this movie. I can't say anything more about it, honestly. I can't think of anything else to say. Just mind-blowingly beautiful movie that, if you haven't seen it yet, you need to see. I believe it's still on Netflix, so if you haven't seen it, you can just check it out on Netflix. But yeah, this was $6, so I saw it first on Netflix too, I believe. So of course I wanted to support the work of this amazing director after seeing the movie, and I picked up the Blu-ray. Yes, I supported him with only $6, and he's probably not going to see any of that, or very little of that. But a guy like me, I can't afford to spend much more than that. You know what I mean? It's not just that it's Nicholas Winding Refn and I don't respect him, right? It's more just I don't have the money. If I had the money, I would definitely buy this day one. But I don't have the money for that, you know? So you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, next up we have the Ultimate Director's Cut of The Warriors, which I recently watched again with my good friend Brandon. And this is the Ultimate Director's Cut, as I already mentioned, but it's worth mentioning again because apparently there's a big stink from the fans who don't think that it's so ultimate. Because they've inserted like some comic book style, like what do you call it? What do you call it? Transitional scenes. So they have some transitional scenes they use like this comic book style of transitioning to go from one scene to the next, which was not in the original movie, and a lot of people think it and feel like it detracts from what the original movie was supposed to be. So a lot of fans don't really think that this director's cut is very good. I didn't necessarily have a problem with the new choices that he made. I mean, they're just transitional pieces. It's not a big deal. That being said, I mean, I might pick up the original version of this at some point if I'm that obsessed. I do really like the movie. I can dig it, you know. The first time I saw it, I wasn't totally into it. The second time I saw it, it started growing on me. The more I watch this, the more it grows on me. So yeah. Has some special features, introduction by director Walter Hill, 4 featurettes, original theatrical trailer in HD. So it's not that bad. Paid $4.88 for this. Less than $5 for a Blu-ray that's actually, you know, got a fair amount of special features, and it's the Ultimate Director's Cut and all that good stuff. So yeah. For those who wanted to see. I didn't even show you Only God Forgives inside, did I? By the way, free download of some of the music from Only God Forgives at milanrecords.com/onlygodforgives. You don't need any code, by the way, so I'm assuming anybody can get it. Next up, last but not least, we have for $4.88 again, The Naked Gun, starring Leslie Nielsen, who wasn't originally a comedic actor, but became one of the most well-known and respected comedic actors of our time, with, you know, roles in like Airplane and, of course, The Naked Gun. and all the Naked Gun sequels that came after it, which I would love to get on Blu-ray, but I don't think they are actually on Blu-ray yet. So, yeah. Anyways, this was 488, and I knew that this was like a blast from the past kind of awesome comedy movies that I had to have in my collection. So, of course, I picked it up. It's got some special features, group commentary by David Zucker, Robert Weiss, and Peter Tilden, and a theatrical trailer in HD. And that is it. So it's fairly bare bones, but it's nice to have on Blu-ray. The Naked Gun. You gotta love this movie. It's absolutely hilarious. And, important to pop culture. I would say it's still relevant in a lot of ways. And in ways that it's not relevant, at least it'll remind you of the things that were relevant in the 90s, I mean, that's another cool thing about it. Is just, it's like a trip back to the past of the 90s and taking a look at the socio-political norms that were being made fun of back then. So, yeah. 1988, actually. This came out in 1988, not 1990s. 1988. So, anyways, that'll do it for today. Those are the cheapos that I picked up. They didn't cost me much money. This was $6, and these two, of course, were $4.88 each. And they took a while to actually get to me, like I said. But what are you gonna do when you don't have much money? You gotta you gotta just take what you can get when you can get it. So yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Catch you later. Peace.